Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into the world of travel. Not just booking flights, but, the deeper stuff. Our source is the Mo World Travelcast, your passport to discovery. It's described as, a guide to hidden gems and getting deep into cultures. So our mission today, basically pull out the key insights on why we even bother to travel, and maybe where you might go for our really transformative trips, and importantly, how to make those journeys, really count. The source kicks off with a big one. Okay, let's unpack this. Why do we travel? And right away, it suggests it's way more than just getting from A to B. It calls it a transformative experience. What's your take on that framing?
Yeah, that's a strong start. What really jumped out at me was the focus on the internal change. It's less about the photos you take, more about who you become. The source says travel enriches the soul, expands the mind. It suggests, real discovery happens when things aren't necessarily easy.
Yeah, I felt that too. It makes sense. And the source lays out a few core reasons, like different sides of the same coin. There's self-discovery, not just stepping out of your comfort zone, but how that slight discomfort actually helps reveal new things about yourself.
Right, pushing boundaries.
Exactly. Yeah. Then recharging batteries, that vital escape, getting away from the everyday grind.
Definitely need that sometimes.
And then there's learning and growth. The idea that every trip is like a class, geography, history, art, meeting people, learning customs. It all broadens your perspective.
Yeah, it's immersive.
But maybe the simplest one, making memories. Just collecting those moments, right? The ones that become like little treasures later on.
It really does hit on some fundamental human needs, doesn't it? Growth, understanding, just rejuvenation. It taps into that natural curiosity we all have. What's fascinating here is how it suggests travel caters to all these different desires almost simultaneously.
That's a good point. It's multifaceted, which kind of leads us from the why to the where. The source highlights three very different places for a potential bucket list. And this is where it gets really interesting, I think. Seeing how destinations embody those motivations. Okay, first up, Japan. The source paints it as where ancient traditions meet future tech. It really emphasizes that blend.
Ah, Japan, yeah.
Picture this. Serene temples, cherry blossoms in Kyoto, then bam, Tokyo's neon chaos.
That contrast is incredible.
Right. And it specifically mentions visiting Mount Fuji or finding peace in Zen gardens.
Japan's a perfect example of that learning and growth aspect, that mix of old and new. It just offers such a broad perspective. It kind of forces you to see how seemingly opposite things can coexist. A powerful lesson, really.
Oh, totally. So from that intense cultural experience, the source then flips completely, takes us somewhere focused on pure relaxation. The Maldives.
Oh, yes, please.
This is all about recharging your batteries. Think powder white beaches, turquoise water, those, famous overwater bungalows.
Sounds like paradise.
Exactly. The source calls it heaven on earth, especially if you love the water. Snorkeling in coral reefs, maybe even swimming with whale sharks if you're adventurous. It's pure escape.
Definitely hits the rejuvenation button.
And for the third destination, Morocco. Described as a land of authentic Eastern charm and incredibly diverse landscapes.
Morocco. Very different again.
Totally different. We're talking bustling souks in Marrakech, the colors, the smells, contrasted with the quiet golden sands of the Sahara.
Wow, yeah. The range?
The source suggests Morocco offers this rich mix of culture, history, and adventure, like exploring ancient fays or trying a really good tagine. Those essential experiences.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, Morocco really exemplifies that deep cultural immersion and sense of adventure. Its diversity, from cities to desert, its history. It's like stepping into another world, offering a profound kind of education just by being there.
So we have these amazing places, these deep reasons to go. But how do we actually make the trip itself, smooth and worthwhile? The source gives some golden tips, practical stuff.
Always useful.
First, plan ahead, book flights, accommodation early, get the deals.
Sensible.
Second, budget smartly. Know your limits, research costs. Avoid surprises.
Yeah, money stress can ruin a trip.
Third, pack smart. Travel light, versatile clothes, comfy shoes. The source really emphasizes this. It's key to being adaptable.
Less is more, definitely. Especially with luggage.
Fourth, get travel insurance. Your safety net right for the unexpected bumps.
Non-negotiable, really.
Fifth, embrace the local culture. Do a little homework on customs. It helps connect.
Shows respect, too.
And finally, maybe the most important, be flexible. Things don't always go to plan, do they? And the source says that's okay, that's part of the fun, even where discovery happens.
Right. This raises an important question, though. That balance between planning and just letting go.
Yeah.
These tips help create a framework, but it's that flexibility, that openness to, well, whatever happens, that often makes the experience truly rich. It's about being prepared, but also ready to embrace the unexpected, which isn't always easy.
So true. And speaking of unexpected, enriching experiences, the source shares this really inspiring story about a guy named Omar. It makes the point that travel isn't just about the places, it's about the stories, who you become.
Oh, okay.
So Omar didn't have much money, but he was passionate about travel. He decided to backpack through South America, stayed in hostels, volunteered.
Wow, okay, proper budget travel.
Yeah. And over a year, he met hundreds of people, learned Spanish, worked on environmental projects, just soaked it all in. He came back completely transformed, more confident, full of incredible stories.
That's amazing.
And the lesson the source pulls out is powerful. The real adventure, the real value isn't tied to how much you spend. It's in the experience itself.
That perfectly connects back to what we said at the start, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That self-discovery and learning and growth. Omar's story is like a case study. It shows that transformation through travel isn't about luxury. It's about engagement, willingness to learn, stepping outside that comfort zone. The best souvenirs are often intangible.
Yeah. Absolutely. What a great way to frame it. Well, this has been quite the deep dive, hasn't it? It really reinforces that core idea from the Mo World Travelcast. Travel is this amazing chance for discovering yourself and discovering more about our incredible planet.
Definitely. Lots to think about.
So to wrap up, we'll leave you with a thought from the source material itself, something to chew on. If you could go on a journey tomorrow, maybe one that wasn't just about the destination, but about finding something new about yourself, where would you go? And what do you hope you might find there?